Come fly with me, let's fly away. If you can use...
Well, basically the project is to let know the guys from New York something about our lifestyle, traditions, so they can know more about Mexican people, because sometimes they think we're not like them, but we're kind of very similar to them. So that's the main idea of the project.
And all the project is based on music. We're going to analyze first Mexican traditional music, and starting in January we're analyzing American traditional music, mainly jazz. So that's how we're going to chat and interact with American people and Mexican people.
Well, we'll have two concerts, one in January and the other in May. Basically what we are going to do is listen to Miguel Zenón, who is the jazz the saxophone player that they are going to talk about, and they're going to listen to Celso Huerta. Talk with other people there, I don't know, have fun with them and enjoy the concert.
And the way we're going to communicate with the American people and with the people also, it's in an internet, in a website of the Carnegie Hall. It's a closed forum where we're meeting Mexican people, American people, and Indian people. We can upload photos, we can upload posts, make blog posts and interact.
Global Encounters is the Wild Music Institute's high school program. It works primarily with social studies teachers and students and provides an opportunity for those teachers to really infuse their global studies work with music.
Every year we focus on a different country, region of the world, and study their music by way of trying to prepare students to come to a concert and to have an encounter with a culture and music from another culture. This year we're looking at Turkey.
All right, so how would you describe that melody? What does it remind you of?
One of the nice things about the program is that it takes it beyond the textbook.
In terms of Turkey itself,
one of my goals as a global studies teacher is to be able to have my students come out of the curriculum with a better understanding of the world and of the people in the world.
What religion are most of the people in Turkey? Oh, okay, Amanda.
This is the first year that we've actually made this a full year program, where we set up a cultural exchange program throughout this fall. So students in Turkey and students in New York have been talking to each other over an online community.
This distance learning experience was, I think, very, very successful. More than 200 students in Turkey and about 150 students in New York from 8 different schools there, from 4 different schools here.
What were some of the questions you had? What did you learn about people who are your age experiencing all the things that you're experiencing, but just in another country?
I think the goal of an exchange like this is to make sure that the students are getting information from one another. And so although we're using music as kind of the catalyst to do this exchange, it's very much about them having the freedom to ask questions that they really want to know.
They think that you have a lot of free time and that free time gets you into trouble.
The best thing to me personally is just meeting people from another country and sharing their culture, and we're able to share our culture. We learned about the typical food that they eat weekly, so I did the same thing and I took a picture of what we eat typically and sent it to them.
Through the internet, through the Carnegie Hall website, they have photos of Turkey and we put photos of New York, of the city, and I sent them a picture of Yankee Stadium, Statue of Liberty, Central Park.
My students want to learn English and they want to learn about America This is a good way to practice their English and to exchange their culture, of course.
My teacher wanted us to involve this program, and I'm excited about it because making new friends with other country students is important, I think. So I like it.
This group of musicians called the Claudia Quintet.
What do you know about Turkish music? And
I think the main point of this program is to exchange the music cultures, because if we want to learn another country's cultures, we must listen to their music.
Carnegie Hall sent musicians from here in New York over to Istanbul.
What we do in New York.
Those musicians visited each of the participating schools. They went into those classrooms, worked with the students, had an opportunity to share some of the students' music making.
Good morning, and welcome to Carnegie Hall!
The Cultural Exchange Program culminates in a video conferenced performance involving all of the students and teachers who have been working together over the course of the year.
Well, I am here in Turkey with a student named Alp, and Alp is going to teach us how people say hello to one another in Istanbul.
It's merhaba.
So can you try that in New York? Can you say merhaba?
Merhaba! Excellent. I love you guys. Thank you.
In Zankel Hall at Carnegie Hall, we're really pleased to present the New York Gypsy All-Stars, which is a local ensemble that plays from the Turkish region. In Istanbul, we're sending over a jazz quintet, the Claudia Quintet, and that's led by John Hollenbeck. So they're sending us a little bit of their musical culture, and we're sending them a little bit of our musical culture.
What do you think about these two performances side by side? Do you think they did the same things to tell their story, or did they do different things?
They use different musical instruments, but they have different rhythms and beat.
What did you hear?
This was like a special experience for us. I felt really good seeing these kids, how they interact with each other and how wonderful that connection was.
I know that you have an online friend that you would like to give a shout out to, so would you like to say hello to this person?
Abigail from the high school from Law and Public Services.
So hello, Abigail.
Hi.
If you could say anything you wanted to your friend in Istanbul, what would it be?
You're cool.
The energy between the New York and Istanbul audience, they had great energy, and that made us play even better.
The distance of 3,000 miles between these two places didn't matter thanks to the technology. The excitement was all over. You could feel it.
I'm really glad to hear that you love our music. That's amazing, I think.
Thank you. Excellent. Julita, back to you.
They found this bridge through music, and it's really amazing to see that come to life in this concert today.
What did you learn that you didn't know before about some friends that you met in New York?
The friends there were like basically the same as us. They listen to the music that we listen to. They do what we like to do.
What's exciting is that an event like this will keep the students interested. So when they saw the students on screen, now they get to go back to their classroom and email them. So it's going to continue throughout the fall and spring semester.
Let's finish our concert today by all singing Shinanari together. Ready, everybody? Come on!
When you go and see the global encounters that we have, you really get to see that music is a universal language and how it ties these young people together on different continents and from different cultures, and they begin to think that they're really brothers in what we should build together, which is really a better world.